Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of season 2 of the Inter Milan career mode here on FIFA 19. We start with the game against Napoli, so not an easy game. We follow that up with Galatasaray in the Champions League, and then Roma at the end of the month. We'll simulate Cagliari at home and Sampdoria away. I want to play that game in the Champions League as we start our European campaign this season, looking to get to the final this year after only reaching the quarters last year. We're currently 6th in the table after 2 games. Today's final opponents, Roma, actually sit top after 3. We'll wait and see if they actually sit top at the end of the episode as we play them. Juventus have sat second so far. They've scored 7 goals, and Paulo Dybala has scored 5 of them. An early runner for Golden Boot, it seems. 5 goals in 3 games for Juventus. Bastian Schweinsteiger on 2 as well. We've had some growth in the side. Lautaro Martinez is up to 84. Nicola Pepe's up to 84. Politano's up to 84. Rabiot's 86. So growth throughout the side. Memphis Depay is now 86 as well. So I'm really pleased with the way that the team is growing. Van Hoyst is 78. Alban Lafont is up to 82 as well, so continuing to grow, and he needs to after the mistakes he made in the last episode. But we'll start with Napoli at home, and then we'll push further on from there. Do drop the video a like if you enjoy, of course, and subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any further content here in this save. Just double check their starting lineup. A few of you letting me know that Zielinski has been playing left mid quite regularly for Napoli this season, so we'll leave him out there on the left hand side this time rather than moving him centrally. Candreva on the right. They've got Lorenzo Insigne though. It seems silly not to have Insigne starting. I'll put Insigne on the right hand side. We've got Max Kruse. Is it Alfonso Martinez? I can't quite remember his first name. Jefferson. Is it Jefferson Martinez? Might be. Dries Mertens up top. Koulibaly at the back as well. Albiol's still there. Malcoit, I don't know how to pronounce that. Right back. And then Goulam's still playing on the left hand side. In goal, it'll be Mere rather than Sepe. And then we are at full strength. So hoping for a good solid performance and hopefully 3 points to go with it. And then we'll take the rest of the episode as it comes. Insigne. Oh, that's a poor pass from him. And Alex Telles will knock that down the line there to Nicola Pepe. Nice turn. Back to Rabiot. Here's Fernandez and Politano on his left. Good save by Mere. Trying to find that bottom corner, but not quite able to do it. Bruno Fernandes will take the set piece, and winning the header is Alex Telles, but Mere's right behind it. Rabiot out to Telles. So there to Lautaro Martinez. Bruno Fernandes made a good run, played the 1-2. Lautaro Martinez. I was certain he was going to score there. Absolutely certain. Great save by Mere. He's having a wonderful game, and again with a top stop. Can't get it past him at the minute. Why on earth did I put him back in the starting lineup for them? I've made them infinitely better, it seems, just with a 79 rated goalkeeper. Hell of a performance so far from Mere in goal. 25 minutes in, still 0-0. Tackled by Politano. Forward there to Fernandez. Looking for the runner, Lautaro. I got Pepe at the back post if I can find it with a cross, which we can't. Oh, nicely done. Politano into Rabiot. Rabiot with the effort. Is he right or left-footed, actually, Adrien Rabiot? It's a decent effort, although there wasn't much power behind that. It leads me to believe he might be left-footed, and indeed he is. 3-star weak foot. All right, good to know for the future. Should have known that before taking that shot, because I would have switched to his left and perhaps stood a better chance of scoring. He's been very good in midfield, though, Rabiot, since coming in. Really needed that extra tall physical presence. He's made a difference, for sure. Mertens. Back inside there to Fabian. Odd decision to do it that way, but I guess it worked. Here's Jefferson Martinez. Albiol forward to Martinez again. I could double check now actually and see if his name actually is Jefferson, can't I? Is it Jefferson Martinez? It's Joseph Martinez. Joseph Martinez. Ah, got it wrong. Never mind. Here's Insigne. Given away. That was poor. Oh, I'll give it straight back to Dries Mertens. Well, that's not gone well at all, has it? Goal for Napoli. There's a misplaced pass from Serge Aurier in the last episode that cost us a goal against Fiorentina. It's another misplaced pass on this occasion from me that's led to a goal for Napoli. Zielinski on the left-hand side, tucking it away. Really poor from me with Nangolan, and then they've worked it back really well and tucked home nicely. Not good enough. 1-0 down after 40 minutes. Turned well. Pepe's around the outside here. Taken that in his stride brilliantly and gotten away from the defender. Just looking for the back post. That'll be a corner. Lovely acrobatics from Lautaro, but not able to turn it home. Keeper might come for this, and he's done so well. It'll drop to Pepe. It's deflected. Lautaro Martinez tried to get it under control, but couldn't. The goal for them certainly came against the run of play. Mertens with the free kick for Napoli. It's not the best of balls in, and Rabiot wins that header. So some strength here, Fernandes, to hold off Insigne, and he's done well. He's on his run there on the right-hand side. Politano is found. He takes that in his stride really well. Gulam trying to close me down, but we'll turn inside him. That was really nicely done. This surely has to be a good opportunity for 1-1. It's blocked. Drops to Lautaro. Saved. Pepe can't get there. Insigne denies us the corner. Again, the goalkeeper, the difference here for Napoli. Rabiot will let that run. Almost slightly too far. Oh, in the end, I've given possession away again. I've not been good enough in the opening few games of the season, that's for sure. Drawing against Fiorentina yesterday, losing to Juventus after extra time in the Coppa Nazionale as well. Or the Super Coppa Nazionale, should I say. And now 1-0 down here against Napoli. It's not like we haven't played well. We've had a number of chances, just haven't been able to score. Bruno Fernandes looking for Lautaro Martinez. Foul given. Must mean that Albiol was about to take the ball off me, otherwise I would have gotten the advantage there. Should be a yellow card for Koulibaly, and I presume it has been. Certainly not a red card challenge. And he's back in the wall there, Koulibaly. Do we take this shot here, Bruno Fernandes? It's a long way out, 32 yards. I put a bit more power in than I usually would. Oh, Christ! What a free kick that would have been! Off the post from 32 yards. He scored a wonderful free kick for us last season. It was arguably one of the best I've ever scored, and that would have genuinely been one of the best I've ever scored. I can't quite believe that hasn't gone in there. Bruno Fernandes could get himself an assist still as Lautaro Martinez looks to get him behind Albiol, but the Spaniard does really well. Might have to make some changes here. I'm going to take Politano off on the right-hand side, despite the fact he's played very well, and we'll bring on Memphis. And I might bring on Brozovic for Nangolan, who hasn't necessarily played that well so far in this game. We've just under half an hour to get ourselves back in this. We've come so close on numerous occasions to keep making stop after stop. Now the woodwork in the way as well. Surely it's only a matter of time before we get the equaliser. Forward to Depay. In there to Bruno Fernandes. Now's the opportunity to play through Lautaro. And Memphis is there free on the far side. He'll have the pace to get to that. And the touch to bring it down. Really nicely done. The delivery's good too. Nicola Pepe can't get to it. The right back does brilliantly to gain the ground on him and nip in and get the header away. Napoli on the counter-attack now. Zielinski, their goal scorer. Tackled by Aurier. We'll cut this back inside. Brozovic. Oh, this is really nice football. Rabiot on his left foot this time. Oh, no, we've hit that right-hand post again. It's not meant to be here at home against Napoli, is it? I cannot score. Oh, right there to Zielinski. To Dries again. Here's Gulam. It's great football from Napoli and a second goal. It feels like it's only their second shot. All of our chances, the woodwork hit twice, the keeper makes 5 or 6 incredible saves, and Napoli on the counter with genuinely sublime football. That passing is incredible, and the finish is up there as well. Roberto Inglese, Napoli 2, Inter 0. We're behind by yet further, and we could be 4 or 5-2 up here. Brozovic, across to Aurier. Down the line there to Memphis, who does really well. Number of people in the middle. Great cross, Bruno Fernandes.
Well, it might just have been consolation, Alan, but it was a chance to score.
It's not meant to be in this game. It's not meant to be. I can't believe he hasn't gotten that on target. I've had probably 10 efforts on goal in this game, total. And I'd say all of them could genuinely have been going into the back of the net if it weren't for wasteful, clear-cut opportunities like that header, the 2 post hits, and the countless saves from their goalkeeper. And they're going to win by 3. I do not deserve to lose this game, let alone by 3 goals to 0. That is looped in there with a reaction header from Fabian. Cross is well dealt with, cleared away, and then he couldn't have placed that better.
They've dominated the match.
Yeah, ruthless. They weren't going to go easy on the opposition.
A real head scratcher.
Little surprising.
I don't know how I'm 3-0 down in this game. I don't know how I've lost that. I lost by 3 goals to 0, and I could genuinely have won the game. 13 shots, 7 on target. How many saves did the keeper make? 7. All 7 shots on target were saved by Mere, and we hit the post twice. They scored every single shot they had. That is quite simply just one of those games. That was unreal. We've not experienced a game like that for a very long time. Oh, dearie me. Right, Sampdoria next. Right, Sampdoria away. I might play the rotation side in this with the Galatasaray game in mind. Rotation side, I've changed the formation slightly. I don't want Karamo and Brozovic central. To a 4-5-1 flat, because I've got 3 defensive midfielders here, so the 4-2-3-1 doesn't really work with 3 more defence-minded players. So I've still got the 2 wingers in Depay and Karamo, and then Icardi up top, Dalberg, Godin, Van Huysden, and currently Bauer at right back and Lafont in goal. We'll see if this reserve side can see off Sampdoria. They're level on points with us in the league, and actually our last opponents, Napoli, have now drawn level on points with us in the league. So they've actually lost 1 and drawn 1 so far in the season before they played us. And to be fair, the way that we created chances and probably should have won that game, you can see why they're not having the best of seasons. We certainly were the better team. I still can't believe I've lost that game by 3 goals to 0. Genuinely, absolutely stunned. We're 1-0 up here though as we head into the second half thanks to Vitino's early 6th minute goal. Now Tara Martinez comes off the bench to replace Icardi and grabs us a second to this. Ooh, in question. No, it is going to be a victory away from home against Sampdoria. Really pleased with that. No, copyright please. Board are happy with us. £176 million worth of shirts sold by just the 15th of February. By just the 15th of September. So really delighted to have hit that already. That hopefully will keep the board on board whilst we struggle to start this second season domestically. Hopefully we can get off to a much stronger start in Europe. Galatasaray, Salzburg and Atletico Madrid in our group. You would imagine it'll be a straight 2-way fight for top between ourselves and Atleti. But we'll have to wait and see which team actually does come out on top. Because obviously we had Barcelona and Spurs in our group last year, and we dominated that group. But that was prior to the sliders being used. So we'll wait and see if the new sliders make things any more difficult for us this year. Alhanda playing the same formation as I had just did with my reserve side. Sofian Faguli on the right hand side, Mariano at right back, some familiar names in there. Fernando Muslera in goal as well, and a former Inter Milan player in Nagatomo. Muslera, yeah, that's as strong as they could be. I'm as strong as I could be. Right then, 3 points in the Champions League, please. Fernando forward there to Baba, out to Faguli from the striker, Mariano from right back, gets past Nicola Pepe, Baba and Diagne making it well. Tellez struggling against Faguli to get the ball off him. Faguli with the effort, wide of the target, first chance of the game, goes Galatasaray's way. The home fans will certainly be hoping that there's no repeat of the last home performance, or last home scoreline. The performance was very good. I can have as many chances in as many great positions in this game as I did against Napoli. We'll batter Galatasaray. So actually, hopefully the performance is exactly the same. Just this time, hopefully the result is much better. Nicely done, and the ball needs to be good, and is. We'll look for Politano. I got caught there just after I played the pass by the centre-back, who's going to be booked here. No, the referee just giving him a word, but not booking him. Mariano coming across and just pull him away to ensure the referee can't book him. Right, hit the post from this sort of distance in the last game. Fernandez, this time, well saved by Muslera. A little bit too central. Politano with the throw. Nangolan's the obvious recipient here. Look for Rabiot in the middle. Out of his feet. Bit of space for the shot. Oh, lovely finish. Adrien Rabiot with his first goal in a played game for me. Grabbed one in a simulated game earlier on in the season, but now on the score sheet for me in a play game. Certainly left-footed. Tried one on his right in the game against Napoli. Was pretty tame. On his left this time. Really strong effort into the bottom corner. So much space. I couldn't not shoot. Great finish as well. Accurate into the bottom corner. His second goal of the season. His first in the Champions League. We're off the mark. Hernandez. Set to Politano. Back to Nangolan. It's really well worked. Really well worked indeed. That's a nice turn too. Oh, this is good football. Nangolan, no second goal. Muslera with the save. That was the sort of build-up play we saw from Napoli in the first game that was so effective against us. Very nearly super effective in this game too. Nangolan spins well. Bruno Fernandes, Lautaro Martinez. Oh, it was meant for Nangolan, not for Politano. Otherwise, it could have been another really well put together move that led towards a chance on goal. I'll hand up on the corner nicely. Fernando to Akbaba. Time running out here for Galatasaray. They fought valiantly, but it might not be enough. Tashdemir down the left-hand side. Aurier will have the strength and pace to shrug the Galatasaray man off. Martinez will again run into that channel as he's done a number of times so far in this game and this season, but I can't find the pass. 2 minutes added on at the end. We should be safe. All 3 points should be coming our way, provided we can hold out for the next 30 in-game seconds, which looks like we will be able to. Here's Mitroglou. They're going backwards and sideways, but not really approaching the goal, and as such, the referee deems it full time. Thank you. 3 points. Only 3 chances for Galatasaray. It was enough for Napoli, but it wasn't enough for the Turks this time. None of their 3 chances were on target. The other result in the group sees Atleti draw 2-2, I believe, there, as I just glanced at with the other side in the group. So we'll take that. Salzburg holding Atleti to a draw in the first Champions League game. So we'll be top outright by 2 points. Cagliari at home. Well, yeah, we can simulate with that same first team. A win here could take us back into the top 4. We're yet to win in a played game in the league, having drawn with Fiorentina and lost to Napoli. Nicola Pepe gets us off the mark. Lautaro Martinez adds to that just 5 minutes later. And before half-time, could we make it 3? Yes, we can. Lautaro Martinez with a second. This is a very dominant display against Cagliari. And other than a substitution, they've done nothing in the game so far. Martinez with a hat-trick. Fernandes adding a 5th. Incredible performance. A 5-0 home win against Cagliari. That'll do. That'll very much do. Now then, things are going to get harder yet again. It's third placed Roma as we're up to 4th, but everyone else has a game in hand on us, so it's not necessarily a net 4th place. We'll probably find ourselves dropping by the time we get to the game against Roma, but we could yet then go above Roma if we're able to win this third and final played game of the episode. Will we stay 4th? And Roma actually dropped below us on goal difference. Icardi wants to leave. Well, I am contemplating selling him in January, so we'll wait and see what happens on that front. But for now, just make sure Roma's starting lineup is as it should be. For now, we will be travelling to the Stadio Olimpico to play in the capital against Roma. Dzeko starting up top, yes. Zaniolo at cam, no Sabitzer. Verdi on the left, no Kluivert. Under on the right, De Rossi and Nzonzi in the middle, yeah. Marcano at centre-back, oh no, Rudiger and Jamal Lascelles. Grimaldo at left-back, yes. Kolarov at right-back, strange decision. They sold Florenzi, though, of course, in this save to Spurs. And Olsen in goal, no Baumann in goal. Right, some changes needed to the Roma starting lineup to ensure they put out a full-strength side. But will that full-strength side still be good enough to beat us? Ball forward to challenge for that, please, Nangolan. He hasn't quite been able to do what we needed him to there. And in Dzeko out wide here to Cengiz Under. It's Jamal Lascelles' debut here, apparently, for Roma now, as we've put him into the starting lineup. Oh, nice double step over there, causing me all sorts of problems defensively. Politano will get that back to Bruno Fernandes, and Lautaro Martinez looking to find some space. Does do so. Lovely spin by him, and we'll look for Politano through the gap. It's a beautiful ball. The defender can't cope with it. Politano misses the target on his right foot. Decent opportunity. He's left-footed, but decided to go on his right, and, well, he wasn't far away at all for giving us a goal in this final game of the episode. Nice turn of the shoulder. Bruno could look for him again. He's got Daniele De Rossi on one shoulder and another defender on the other. Politano played him around the corner. Could turn provider this time rather than trying to score the goal himself. Can't get there. Nicola Pepe at the back post. Kolarov rises well to beat the header away. And the Ivorian isn't able to score from 1 yard out with his head. We could yet score though from this move. No, it's a poor cross from Pepe, finding only the hands of Baumann. I might actually be better off swapping Politano and Pepe over with regards to their wings. Politano is a left footer on the right and Pepe is a right footer on the left. Perhaps we might be better off playing them on opposite wings. I will try that for the remainder of this game. Trial it and see how well they do on sides that would suit crossing on their favoured foot. 25 minutes in, it's still 0-0. Sabitzer cross there to Edin Dzeko, back to Marcel Sabitzer. Turns his side well, finds Edin Dzeko onto Kluivert. Good block by Serge Aurier. And Lafont will bowl it out to him. Okay, Aurier tried to chest it to take it under control and just quite simply didn't touch the ball. Neither did Edin Dzeko in his attempted first touch there either. Not really going too well for anyone so far. Played Pepe through there. It's a lovely ball and I really don't think he was offside there. I think that was level. Never mind. 0-0 after just past the half-hour mark. Over inside. Nzonzi to Sabitzer, back to Steven Nzonzi. Down the line there, looking for Justin Kluivert. Getting away from Serge Aurier. Gets the crossing well, but De Vries heads away. Pepe completes the clearance, but back it comes. Here's Steven Nzonzi in the midfield for them again. Alexander Kolarov with the dummy, pushing forward from right back. Inside to Sabitzer, looking for the run of Cengiz Ünder through the middle, but not finding him. Pepe has the pace and strength to hold off the defender there. Martinez making a great run. Will slot him in. Politano trying to keep up at the back post. Nicola Pepe trying to get there through the middle as well. Will drill it into the middle. And Politano doesn't score. Pepe doesn't score. I don't know how that hasn't gone in. Please don't tell me this is going to be another Napoli situation where the goalkeeper is on fire and the ball won't go in. 2 stops from point-blank distance from the goalkeeper there. Oh, and Jamal Lascelles keeps that out. And Bruno Fernandes draws another save out of the goalkeeper, Baumann. As we approach half-time, we're trying desperately to get ourselves in front in this game, but can't yet do it. Daniele De Rossi away for another corner. Let's try again. Fernandes with another delivery. Up goes Lascelles this time to head the ball away, and the referee will probably blow his half-time whistle as soon as I get to this, and indeed he does. Stante. Forward there to Cengiz Ünder. That's really nice football from Roma. We're in trouble here. Cengiz Ünder back there to Alexander Kolarov, expecting him always to turn onto that left foot. This time he does have the space to maybe try it on his right, but again, not confident on his weaker side. Cengiz Ünder is though. Thankfully Alban Lafont came to punch that, otherwise we could have been in trouble. Certainly free at the back post to have a good header there. Iago Falque out to Cengiz Ünder, and he decided to go for a shot from a narrow angle. Unpredictable angle. And unfortunately for him, the keeper was equal to it. Less than 20 minutes to go. Still drawing 0-0 here at the Stadio Olimpico. But Roma seem to be the side in the ascendancy. Another good move by Cengiz Ünder. And thankfully, this time we're in the way again with the defender rather than the goalkeeper. And we'll come away on the counter-attack. Rabiot, I have a number of people in front of me here. Nicola Pepe looking to be played in. Running out of stamina though. Pepe will find Bruno Fernandes. But the defender gets there. Nangola bring that down. He's done brilliantly. Still desperate to try and get 3 points from this one. Lautaro Martinez didn't really make much movement there. Here's Politano on his left foot. Politano could save by Baumann and away by Grimaldo. Trying desperately to get myself this goal to go in front, but I can't yet find it. Nicola Pepe will come off here for Memphis Depay. We'll throw Mauro Icardi up top as well. And let's bring Brozovic on for Nangolan, who's flagging. 12 minutes to try and find a winner here in the capital. Memphis. Okay, that was meant for the man that stood next to him, but it will be Skriniar that receives possession. Telles down the line there to Politano. Into Bruno Fernandes, who can't find Icardi. Mauro Icardi, whose time at the club might be coming to an end in the January transfer window. He certainly is unsettled at the club. Wait and see what you guys reckon with regards to potential transfer away for him. Iago Falque turns and he's fouled there, but will take the advantage. Whips the ball in. Dzeko leaves it. Cristante gives Roma a 1-0 lead. We've made improvements to the team. We spent 200 million in the transfer window. but it hasn't yet transpired. Oh, Alban Lafont was slow to get to that. High reactions in his stats, but I really think he should have done better with that. It was almost in slow motion the way he went down to it. Not sure about that. Really not sure about that. We'll wait and see what your guys' reaction is to Alban Lafont's performances so far this season, but I am certainly contemplating picking up Anthony Lopez in January. Memphis Depay could give us the chance for an instant impact equaliser, but a touch from the defender to take it away, and Roma look like they're going to get all 3 points here at the Olimpico. We won Serie A last season, so I would like to try and challenge for it again in this second year, although more impetus will probably be put on the Champions League by the board. But still, I would really like to not have such a up and down start to the season. I wanted to start strong in this second year, and we certainly are not doing that. Defeat against Napoli, draw against Fiorentina, and now looking like defeat and getting defeat against Roma as well. Losing to the larger sides this season, which is something we didn't do last year. Of course, we did have the sliders only in effect for half the season last year, so we do have to bear that in mind with regards to the fact that we won Serie A in season number 1. We are top of our Champions League group as we head towards the game against Atleti at the beginning of the next episode, but we'll have a quick look at the league table as we end today's and see what that defeat against Roma has done for our league position. I would imagine would have slipped from 4th outside the European positions, certainly behind Roma, as they were level on points with us and will now have got above. Are we only 5th? No, we're down to 7th, although we are only 3 points away from Roma in that 3rd spot. Juve lead the way, Torino in 2nd, both still undefeated. AC Milan also undefeated, but only on 12 points in 4th with 3 wins and 3 draws from their 6 games. Not the most convincing start to the seasons from us, but still plenty of time to turn it around between now and the end of the season. I will have to wait and see what you guys make of those Alban Lafont performances yesterday and today. Not sure whether we're going to stick with him full time for the remainder of the season, or whether in January we might try and sign Anthony Lopez and wait for Lafont to perhaps improve a little bit before committing to him being the first team keeper. Your feedback will be vital. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel too, and I'll see you next time.